My insane sister put up her daughter for adoption when she had a son because she is only a boy mom, so I called the CPS on her. My sister Kelly had always talked about wanting boys. When she was pregnant with her first child 3 years ago, she kept saying she hoped it would be a boy. When the ultrasound showed it was a girl, she seemed disappointed. My niece Emma was the sweetest little girl. Kelly seemed like a good mom, posting pictures on social media and bringing Emma to family gatherings. But I noticed Kelly always dressed Emma in neutral colors and rarely bought her girly things. Last year, Kelly got pregnant again. When she found out it was a boy, she was over the moon. She immediately started buying blue everything and talking about how excited she was to finally have her son. Kelly lives in Arizona while I'm in Colorado, so we kept in touch through video calls. After she had the baby 2 months ago, she called to introduce us to little Mason. He was adorable, and Kelly looked happier than I'd ever seen her. During the call, I asked to see Emma too. I wanted to see how she was adjusting to being a big sister. Kelly's face immediately changed. Actually, Emma's not here right now, she said, looking uncomfortable. I assumed Emma was napping or at daycare, so I didn't push it, but something felt off about Kelly's reaction. A few weeks later, my mom called Kelly to plan a visit to meet the new baby. That's when Kelly broke down and admitted the truth. She had placed Emma for adoption 3 weeks before Mason was born. She said she couldn't handle 2 kids and thought Emma would be better off with a family who really wanted a daughter. My mom was horrified and called me immediately. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Kelly had given away a healthy 3-year-old without telling anyone in the family. I called Kelly directly to find out more. She was defensive and said it was her decision. She claimed Emma would have a better life with her new family, and that it was what's best for everyone. When I asked why she didn't reach out to family first, Kelly said she didn't want Emma to feel like a burden. But I knew the real reason. Kelly had always wanted to be a boy mom, and finally had her chance. I've struggled with infertility for years. My husband and I have been trying to have children for over 5 years with no success. We've talked about adoption, but haven't been able to afford the process. The fact that Kelly gave away my niece to strangers instead of asking family for help was devastating. Emma knew us. She loved us. We could have given her a loving home where she wouldn't feel unwanted. I tried reasoning with Kelly, but she insisted she'd made the right choice. She said Emma was adjusting well with her new family and that we should all just move on. That's when I realized Kelly had probably been planning this for months. The adoption process doesn't happen overnight, especially for a toddler. She had been making arrangements while pretending everything was normal. I called my mom and explained my concerns. We both agreed that Kelly's reasoning didn't make sense. You don't give away a healthy child just because you prefer the other one's gender. My mom tried talking to Kelly one more time, begging her to reconsider or at least tell us more about the adoptive family. Kelly refused and said if we couldn't be supportive, she didn't want to talk to us. That's when I made the decision to call CPS in Arizona. I explained the situation and my concerns about Kelly's decision-making. I told them about Kelly's gender preference and how she'd hidden the adoption from family. The CPS worker said they'd look into it, but warned me that if the adoption was legal and complete, there might not be much they could do. However, they were concerned about the circumstances and Kelly's reasoning. 2 weeks later, the CPS worker called me back. They had visited Kelly and found some concerning things. Kelly had told the adoption agency that she had no family support and that Emma's father was unknown. Both lies. More importantly, they were concerned about Kelly's attachment to Mason. During their visit, Kelly made several comments about how different Mason was from Emma and how much easier it was to love a son. The worker said they were opening an investigation into Kelly's fitness as a parent. They were particularly concerned about what might happen if Kelly became pregnant again and had another daughter. I felt terrible about reporting my own sister, but I couldn't stop thinking about Emma. She had been loved and wanted by so many people in our family, and now she was with strangers because Kelly couldn't accept having a daughter. The investigation is still ongoing. Kelly has cut off contact with our entire family and blocked us all on social media. I don't know if we'll ever see Emma again, but I had to try to protect both kids. Sometimes doing the right thing feels awful, but I couldn't let Kelly's selfish